Alright, so shots were fired. Shots have been fired. I saw that stream and I didn't see it live, which I'm glad I didn't. But I did see the replay of Leo DS's stream where Dean TV and amico Tommy went at it. I know Potion Sword was in there, and he made a video today about it. But my take on this whole thing, and then I also heard at the end of the video where Albert and Evil are not talking. Here's the thing, guys. DT, he goes at it with people all the time. Tony TG. Okay, so I made a video about this before when what's his name? One of Tony's crew guys, who I have mad respect for, because he did announce that he was leaving this shit, and he did, and he hasn't been back. I hope he's doing well. Was what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the Hammock Man. But here's the thing. Tommy Oyomiko, I'm not getting involved with that because I don't have nothing to do with all that. I mean, a lot of you call yourselves friends, and like Potion Sword, I understand what you mean. I mean, to me, I think what you mean is our community, like our amico community. That's what brought us together. And the straight fact is, when we do other content, any of us, pro side, hate side, when we do other content that doesn't have to do with amico, we obviously don't get the views that we would get if we put amico in there. So this is our community. Our YouTube community revolves around the amico, because the amico is what brought us together. The amico is why we're YouTube friends. It all has to do with the amico, and we all don't want to let go. We all want more. Like Generation X Gamer says, we all want more. And that's all good and dandy. But I want to explain something what Tommy Oyomiko said. If like some guys come in here and they don't have anything original to say, and it's we just talk about the same thing and it's goes stale. But I always try to come up with new topics. My topic right now in the amico is, and I've said this in the past, that most of the hate side is way too soft. And I'll explain you why I think that. Because the way I see this, at this point, I see the haters, the anti-side people going at each other now, because there's nothing to talk about. And, other stuff's coming up during all this is family stuff. And this is all coming up. Right? While this is all coming up, what I notice about the anti-side, and that's why I made a video explaining how me, DT, Slatham are the true anti-side, is because we don't, the three, especially Slatham, he doesn't really interact with anyone on his chats or anything. Slatham's definitely not out here trying to make friends. He's just out there trying to just make people aware of how much of a scam and how much of cucks and the pro side is. Now, the hate side that's currently still going was most of them were there from the start. So they've seen this evolve like I have and everybody else. Some people were in it before I was even. But what I'm trying to get to is when I say that the pro side at the end, I feel like this is at that current point we're in. The hate side people at some point, at some times, are gonna try to prove that they're not bad people. And what I mean by that is, like, take the, I don't know, 6 guys that are left on the pro side, publicly left on the pro side that do YouTube. At this point in stage, right? Smash JT and Retro Bro dropped out months ago. The ones who remain, especially the core guys, DJC, Mike Mullis, Nick, and Rab, Turbo Joe, Atari Creep, but especially the Amico Forever guys. I almost feel like the anti-side guys, the majority of them, are just waiting and trying to beg them to come out, and so they can forgive them. And I don't say people don't deserve forgiveness. We all deserve forgiveness. But what I'm saying is, I think this is all it's about right now. It's all about them dropping, and you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. But when they finally do it, they're gonna be embraced by these guys. They're gonna be embraced. DJC, Nick already gets embraced. They're just going to be forgiven, and they're going to be able to do tons of content on that, because the anti-side is at the point right now where they are making excuses for the Amico Forever guys. And when I say that, I mean, how many times have you all heard anti-side guys say that it's not really their fault? DJC's a good guy. I think he's actually a good guy. And Nick seems to be a good guy. Everybody hates Mullis and Rab a little bit. But when they say that, they always make an excuse for them as like Tommy brainwashed them and that could happen to anyone. But come on, them up to this point right now, they're on their own. It ain't the influence, it ain't the manipulation of Tommy anymore. If these guys ain't realizing it right now on their own, and they keep making Amico Forever videos, and they keep going on that panel and talking about this thing and not being negative at all about it, and y'all give them a pass. Y'all give them a pass. Y'all tell them that, well, they came this far, so they might as well just ride it to the end now, just so we can forgive them at the end. We will finally forgive them when they figure it out. See, but here's the thing. Y'all almost glad that they keep going, because that's what keeps the content going. That's what keeps the Amico going. This company could have threw in the towel months ago, and y'all wouldn't care about anything. But because this is a still ongoing thing, y'all like that they're still going, because y'all still defending them. You're still defending them. You're still telling us that, oh yeah, they're giving misleading information, and and this company's got no chance, but yet they're brainwashed, because that can happen to anybody. I mean, Tommy got it, they're puppets. But then at the end, y'all are just waiting for them to drop in your arms so you could say, okay, it's fine. You're forgiven. You know what I mean? DJC, I knew you were brainwashed, and Nick, I knew you were always, wanted to come out with something, and you guys are good people. Let's join our chats and everything. And that's what's going to happen, because y'all want this to keep going. And I don't mind it either, because it's our community, but these guys shouldn't get a pass. They've gone too far. And from this point on, it's just more they're going too far. And y'all are still going to just forgive them and let them explain themselves how they were brainwashed and this and that. And that's what I think it's all about right now. So the anti-side, y'all fighting with each other now. And them three sit there on that panel and get 1,000 views and talk about bullshit, and y'all watch them. So why would they stop? You know, I've said this before, and y'all trying to force them to stop. Y'all trying to force them to figure out that this thing's not going to happen. Y'all just waiting for that so you can say, oh, well, we forgive you. Come join our chats and streams and we'll talk about it. That's what this is all about. I mean, I don't know if I cleared anything up there, but that's where I think we stand. I think we stand where these guys that get abused and get put under a microscope every day about doing amico forever and how they got manipulated and how Tommy got them, and y'all just fucking sitting there trying to convince them, just like Saggy, y'all trying to convince Saggy that Tommy's a bad guy and he's fucked up and he's lied, and you all can't stand that Saggy doesn't want to agree with you guys. So y'all just waiting for that day that Saggy agrees with y'all and DJC and the rest of them, so you can all fucking party together. That's what the fuck this is looking like to me. So that's what it seems like to me. And in the end of this, y'all just gonna celebrate together, say, oh, well, that's what brought us together, the Amico saga. And Saggy now finally agrees after 3 years. She finally agrees that Tommy's a fucking piece of shit. So now she's with us now. And then Nick, holy shit, y'all gonna fucking hug him to fucking pieces. Nick, we always knew you were critical, but you couldn't say anything. Yeah, I know, yeah, and fucking soften him up, and he'll bullshit and say, yeah, that's why, and then fucking DJC and fucking the last man standing will probably be Mike Mullis, because y'all hate him, but he'll fucking be invited eventually too once he comes in and says, well, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, we were all manipulated by that little leprechaun, yeah. So please forgive us, and y'all gonna hug them to pieces and have a fucking party together, because it's fucking, you know, it's what brought us together, the fucking Amico. So let's fucking gather up at fucking Retro Bros basement again with the haters and fucking and let's party, and maybe DT will be there and sloth them, and maybe we can get Pong Show to go, and y'all fucked up, man. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll just fucking rent out a big hall or something and have a fucking Amico party. Fucking all the haters, all the fucking pro side guys, anti side, everyone. You know, everyone but the company. Maybe there is one guy I know will show up, and that's Avocado. Y'all can play with his fucking mustache, I guess. But I mean, in all seriousness, that's what I believe we're down to. We're down to you guys trying to convince these fucking hard-headed 4, 5, 6 guys left that this thing is a scam, and they should know that on their own, and they're the ones who fucking went through it firsthand. So if they couldn't figure it out up to this point, then why should they be forgiven at the end? Why? I mean, yeah, I know there's room for forgiveness, but like, just to give them a pass after this and say, oh, well, yeah, y'all were manipulated by the leprechaun, so y'all get a pass, you know. And Saggy fucking comes on here and swears at everyone and fucking apologizes right away, and it's like back and forth. You guys are fucking assholes, piece of shit, but sorry, yeah, I didn't mean that, I didn't mean it that way, and y'all kiss up to her ass too. I mean, I don't know, later.